So Wally buys 3/4 of a pan that's half full, and Jason said he drew a picture. Okay, so you did the picture first. I do that too. So what's your picture first gonna show?
So I drew a square and then divided it in half.
Right, so your pan's gonna be half full.
And
So,
then I divided it in half again.
okay, so that's how the pan starts, half full. And then divided it into half again. I'm gonna go the other direction.
And then I divided it in half again.
Because when we looked at the whole problem, we want, Wally's gonna buy 3/4 of that pan. And so this is the 3/4.
What you split it into
Right, because I split the vertically into fourths. And he's gonna buy 3/4 of them. So a good way to show that is that's the part he's buying. Does that make sense?
Should we do that on this model? Like the one
On- yeah. So what's your number sentence gonna be for this, Aiden?
the number sentence would be 3/4 times 1/2.
Yeah, he's doing 3/4. He's gonna take 3/4 of a half pan. And the picture says we get 3 out of 8 parts because that's this, there's 3 little squares here. So there's this one, and this one. 3 little brownies out of the 8 brownies. And the rule says multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. So he gets 3/8 of a pan. And then you could also say 3/4 of 1/2 is, because equals means is, 3/8 of a pan. Can I see like a thumbs up or a thumbs down on that? It's getting easier now, right? All right. Use the copy of the brownie pan to model on the right. That's what we just did. Draw a picture to show how the brownie pan might look before Wally buys his brownies. So that was the yellow. Right, that was the yellow part. And then on the same model, use a different color. So we did that too. Okay? And so our final answer was 3/8. So Catriona, how much will he pay? Remember from earlier, one pan costs $12. How are you going to figure out how much he pays?
So you do 3/8.
Right,
So 3/8 times 12 over 1.
right. 3/8 of $12 is what we're looking for. And so like she said, that's 3/8 times 12 over 1. Sorry. So 3/8 times 12 is what it is. But remember, you can turn any whole number into a fraction. Does that make sense? And then use the rule. So this is 36 over 8. And we want to get that into some money. So we could divide by 4.
By 8. No, you divide by 8 for 36.
8 doesn't go into 36 though. You could divide by 4. And so that would be 9 over 2. And as a mixed number, what is that? That's a mixed number. 4.5, right? That's right. 4.5, or $4 when we turn that into money and 50 cents. Thumbs up or thumbs down, guys? Ask us questions, you guys. Ask some questions, Michaela.
So I kind of understand, but how did you get the 12 ones?
Okay, so from the earlier part of the problem, we knew a brownie pan cost $12. And so I really wanna do 3/8 of $12. But to do 3/8 of a whole number, you can turn that whole number into a fraction, because 12/1 is the exact same as 12.
So you just add a 1.
So you just put a 1 under it if it's not a fraction, and then you can use the multiply, numerator multiply denominator rule.
How did you get 4.5? Is it like how much extra there's?
2 goes into 9, 4 whole times, and the remainder's 1, added 2.
Oh, I get it.
Katie?
Oh, I just did that. It goes into verses 4 times.
Absolutely. She didn't reduce.
1/2, but then that equals 4.
Yeah. So she did, probably with mental math, I'm guessing, or maybe she worked it out in long division. She just did 8 into 36 and got 4 and saw 4/8 as a half. So 4 and 4/8 that way, which is still 4.5, which is still 450. That works. That works just fine. So just kind of a summary, multiplying fractions is different from adding and subtraction fractions. What? Give me something that's different. What's one thing, Katriana?
In addition and subtraction, you don't change the denominator.
In multiplying, you don't. In addition and subtraction, you,
In multiplying, you change the denominator.
Yeah.
oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about common denominators. Right. So the denominator so we would say the denominator doesn't change when you add or subtract, right? Yeah, you could say that. That's this, and as long as you've got the common denominator, right? So really, it's the common denominator doesn't change. And so when you multiply fractions, you're going to get a new denominator. That's true. Does that make sense, what she said? You only work with the numerators in adding and subtracting. That's a good way to think of it. Okay, so this is your homework. We're going to stop there.